The first time I met Don and heard about Shire Ministries was at a concert that he held here at our church. It was the first time I've heard concerts before, of course, but the first time I've heard anyone play a natural trumpet. And he spoke about the day that we're going to hear the final call, and just before he played that kudu horn, and it just took my breath away. So through that concert, I learned more about his ministries overseas and the trips that people take to help there. The trip that we went on in 2014 was my first missions trip ever, and of course with Shire Ministries as well. My son is 16, or was at the time, and it was his first trip. I wasn't ready to let him go alone, so I joined the trip just to feel better about his first trip. And we actually weren't together most of the trip. We were on separate serving ministries while we were in Haiti. And he was on the building team, and I was with the medical team. The heartbeat of this ministry, for me and what I've seen through others that are involved in it, has been to adopt or feel God's heart towards these orphans and the widows. One of the impacts that was made on the Haiti trip in 2014, for me personally, was God was able to break my heart for what breaks His. And I see that over and over again for people, especially when it's their first time on one of these trips, that the things that you see, they'll break your heart and give you a glimpse at what God sees when He sees each of us, because we're hurting here too in ways that are just different. One of the surprising things in that Haiti trip in 2014 for me was that a lot of the people that we met and saw knew Jesus, and they knew Him in ways that inspired me personally. There was a joy that we saw in the Christians that we were able to serve alongside there, that Jesus didn't show up with us. He was already there, and we got to join the local Christians in serving the needs of their community. So that allowed us to support their mission of reaching the people that are near to them, and then of course they're still there to support them after we leave. To me, discipleship is a way of living. It's not something that's a class on a Sunday, but it's a way that Christians come alongside each other and support each other in our walk, and grow to be more like Jesus every day, and to impact other people to do the same. To support Shire Ministries, of course you can sign up for the different trips there's a lot of different mission trips that are available through Shire Ministries. But for a lot of people, that is a time commitment that they can't make. So there's also many opportunities to give. There's opportunities to serve here in the States in local churches, as well as giving financially for those, either supporting someone from your church that is going on the trips, or just by giving to his ministry, to the Shire Ministries on a monthly basis or whenever you're able to. One of the best ways to support any ministry is through prayer, and when you do that, you are impacting your own heart in ways that you can't get any other way. You can't accomplish anything in your day-to-day life without a good foundation of prayer, surrendering your day and yourself to the Lord before you go about your business. And that's in our daily walk as well as in any ministry, especially the different struggles that are faced by the orphans and the widows. They've got some really deep needs, and none of those can be met without really big answers to prayer. So I don't think about it that specifically usually, but opportunities to serve are around us all the time. And whether it's serving just in my own home with my husband and my kids, I do stay home, so that's my first area of service. So serving them well is important to me. But when part of that, especially with the kids, is teaching them that serving others is an important part of our everyday lives. So that's why I'm actually really excited that 2 of my kids are coming with our next missions trip, so that you know, it's catching and that they are making this an important part of their lives too. It's actually very contagious. The passion that you will see in the face of anybody that's been on one of these trips. I can only speak about my team from last year, but I know that not everyone could come and sign up for the next trip, but everybody wanted to. We all have 2 homes now, at least 2, those of us who have been on this missions trip, and some have even more than that have been on others. But there's one thing that we said. We had God is Good time at the end of every night in Haiti last year, in 2014. And we had a sharing time. We called it God is Good time. And one of the main themes that we kept hearing from the team members was that Haiti didn't need us. We needed Haiti. And that impact is something that that starts a passion in you that will never go away. It'll never be satiated. It'll follow you wherever you go. Whether you're serving on a missions trip or at home, there's always a way to serve.
If you know of a ministry that we need to know about, please give us a call, 888-641-8606, or take a look at our website, revelationstv.org.